Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. What up, everyone? It's coming my 1,000. Oops. Sorry, not 1,000. $900 PC PC build. This is gonna be the overclocking edition, where you're gonna overclock this baby as high as it can go. Now, this might not be able to play every single game, but this could play probably Battlefield 4 on medium or high settings above 30 FPS easily, probably around 45. But anyway, here we go. That's if you overclock, you get around 50 some at least. Anyway, first thing, tower is the Ultra Rogue, if that's how you say it, M925 full tower gaming case. Reason is because it's very cheap for a good case. Has 4 side mounts for 120mm fans on each mount, 2 top mounts if you want to do liquid cooling, and 1 rear exhaust and 2 intakes. And it comes with 3 pre-installed fans, 2 LEDs and 1 non-LED. So that's good. This gonna be a great case for cooling your PC and overclocking. So that's why I kind of chose it. Next thing, motherboard. Oh, wrong thing. Don't look at this crap. Okay, it's gonna be the Asus Sabertooth 990 FX revision 2.0 AM3 Plus motherboard. It's good. It's one of the best motherboards that you get. It's actually the second best on Tiger Direct anyway, other than the Asus Cross something V formula. It costs $240, which I'm not spending that much for. Not that much difference. The reason is because it has the best power phase, 8+2 instead of 6+2, so even better overclocking. So if you got a stock cooler, even the stock cooler on the on AMD coolers, you could easily overclock this at 4.3 gigahertz with the stock cooler. It just might be a little hot. Anyway, though, so that's the reason. It's good, sturdy, overclocks very well, even looks cool, and that's the reason. Next thing, RAM. The Kingston Hyper X Fury Blue 8GB. It runs at 1,333 megahertz. We're gonna overclock that baby to 1,866 megahertz and up the cast latency to 10 instead of 9 if you're overclocking. But if you don't want to overclock it, just leave it at stock settings. With like an Intel board or a board that supports higher RAM, you can actually overclock this to over 2,000 megahertz, up to like 2,500 megahertz at most. So this is a great overclocking RAM. That's why I chose it. One best, low profile. You need low profile if you are using heat sinks or if you want to your case look cool, or if basically that's it. And the reason it's blue instead of the other colors, because it'll. Well, actually, never mind. Just ignore what I just said. Anyway, onto the GPU. It's gonna be the Gigabyte Radeon R7265. 2 gigabytes of GDDR5 memory, and a 256-bit memory bus. So transfer memory faster and bigger. Bandwidth and all that crap. But yeah, this is a pretty good. Oh crap! Did I press it? Oh crap! Pretty good GPU for its money, let alone for anything else. It's probably the best GPU for its money. It's clocked at on stock settings 1 gigahertz, which is pretty good. You probably overclocked it around 1,200 megahertz, which is a 20% increase. Maybe that's if you're lucky, if you get a good card. Basically, an average overclock would be 1,100 megahertz. But yeah, that's a good overclocking. Oh, sorry, I'm a little nervous. It has 2 fans, so it's quieter and it makes less heat in the case, which we need for overclocking. And that's really it. And I just checked benchmarks on this thing. You can run Skyrim and Ultra on 50 FPS easily if you overclock it. But that's the reason. So next thing is the PSU. Actually, it's gonna be the Thermaltake Smart 750 watt power supply. The reason is it's good. Not just Thermaltake, all their products most of the time, 90% of the time. Other 10% is not so good. But anyway, it has a 120mm fan on top. And 80 plus bronze, which you need for overclocking. At the very least, get 80 plus bronze for overclocking. If you want never mind. That's if you want good overclocking, get at least 80 plus anything. The reason for this, because it's more expensive than most, because it has solid capacitors, so it's better overclocking, more power delivery. to each thing, and more stable power delivery. So there's no any voltage drops in the CPU socket and all that crap, so it becomes unstable. So it's a stable V core for the CPU and every other core on the motherboard and everything. What next? Let's do the HDD. I'm sorry, but there's no SSD. Basically, because you really don't need one. Unless you want to just make your computer look faster than it actually is. Or if your computer's fast, but not fast enough. Anyway, the HDD is a CK Barracuda 1TB, so now for OS and plenty of huge games. Huge game, at least they could be 100 gigabytes each, and it'd be perfect still. You'd fit in around 5 of those games. Well, actually, around 5. But if you're not recording, well, this is for recording also. It runs it all good. And if you have extra hard drive lying around, you can use that one as OS and a few games, and this one is a recording. But if you don't have that, this could be for everything basically. It's fast. It's pretty fast. It's 100 megabytes read and write speed of each. The minimum is 60 megabytes of each. That's never mind. It's 1 TB, so it's big. It's only $70, so that's good. Okay, next thing would be fans. Actually, no. Wait, what's next? Where is it? There it is, the FX630. 6-core. The reason it's not the 8320 because it's basically the same thing. It is basically the same thing. In games, there might be a 2 FPS difference at most. For a $50 difference, it's not really enough to justify it. In rendering benchmarks, it's only like a 20-second difference. And if you're overclocking this, it's like there is no difference if you overclock this. So for $50 extra, it ain't really worth it. So if you're doing, even if you're rendering videos, all you need is FX630. All you need is 6 cores, unless you want to get the maximum performance, which you can't really do for $900. That's what we're getting. 6 cores, 3.5 gigahertz at 95 watt TBD at the beginning. This is going to be reaching over 150 watt TBD at least once we're done. That's at like 4.5 gigahertz, and this build's going to reach 5 gigahertz. I guarantee you, if you do this, 5 gigahertz. So yeah, I swear, unless you get the worst CPU ever. That's what us people like to call the CPU lottery, because not every CPU is made the same. Some overclock better, some overclock worse. Hopefully you get one that overclocks average. Average is 5 gigahertz. The best, on the shiniest day that they make this, will overclock like 5.2 or 3. But anyway, on to fans. I got a pack of 4 Cougar Turbine CFT. Well, never mind, that's just the model number. Four of these 120mm fans. They're perfect. They run quiet. There's enough of them, and they're good, I guess. And they're orange, so it makes your case even look brighter. And it runs fast enough so you cool the VRMs on the motherboard so you can overclock even better. So yeah, as I mentioned, this is an overclocking build. So if you want to overclock, this is the build. So this will cool with VRMs and everything on the motherboard, because this is all for 2 of them are for the side of the case, 2 of them are for the top. But yep, next thing is more fans. Actually, next thing will be the heatsink. Where is it? Okay, it's gonna be the Thermaltake NIC C5. It has 5 heat pipes. It's not interference cooling. That's why it says Nick. And it's 120mm fans, but we're gonna be replacing those. And supports our socket AM3 Plus. You could do an AM3 Plus heatsink on AM3 Plus CPU like FX, but we don't need to worry about that because this is compatible. So anyway, it's fast. And since we're going to be taking off those 2 fans, you put those 2 fans on the side of the case also, so you have 4 side case fans cooling everything. So, yeah, now fill every fan slot if you just remove those fans, and replace those fans with these Cougar Vortex 120mm case fan, optimal airflow hydrodynamic bearing technology, duelist fixed fans. It's good, has enough static pressure big time. But, yeah, these fans are good. They have enough CFM and static pressure for our, what's it called, heatsink. I'll show you. They have 2.2 mm/h. Oh, sorry. Oops. They have 2.2 mm/h2o static pressure, which is pretty good. As I said in my other videos, above 2 really is good static pressure for anything, really, most of the time. It has 120 CFM at 21 dBA, which is perfect. 4-pin power connector, so that's perfect. PWM control, which is good, and yeah, it looks good. So next thing, or that's almost our last thing. I think that's it. And right now it comes down to, let's see, $924, but wait, $20, $40 rebate, so you have $15 for shipping. There you go. So this will get you 5 gigahertz easily. This will be faster than FX8320 if you what's it say? If you overclock this to 5 gigahertz, like I say you can. And since you have like, never mind. You can modify this in any way. Just make sure you keep some of the stuff. But yeah. Maybe next time when I do Overclock 2.0 version, I'll include SSD. But for now, nope. Prices are too expensive for that. At first, never mind. No. Oh, that's never. That's another video. But yeah, that's it really. So I guess I'll. Oops, sorry. That's for Minecraft. But yeah, that's it really. So I guess I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Also, if you notice, I don't have the intros like my other Minecraft videos because it's on my phone, so I can't really get the file for that. So that's why. So I guess I'll see you guys later. Bye.